Hi, and welcome to this series on transitioning to telehealth. In this series, we'd love to be able to provide you with answers to some of your frequently asked questions around how to conduct personal injury assessments via telehealth consultations. There's no question the speed and scale at which the coronavirus is now spreading globally has forced many medico-legal experts within the personal injury sector to contemplate what the future of work looks like for the foreseeable future. Personal injury assessments are considered an essential service, but given the guidelines around social isolation, what response should the medico-legal expert have to how they deliver expert advice? As of today, March 26, the World Ometer site has now identified 2,317 cases of coronavirus within Australia. That's up from 1,887 cases yesterday. We've all seen the reports. We've all read the data, and we know that the coronavirus is not going away anytime soon, and every single one of us needs to take measures to contain the spread and look after the health of ourselves, our families, and patients who also need our expert medical advice. We know that telehealth has been around in Australia for quite some time, but despite significant investment by the government being put in place, we know that the adoption of telehealth among specialists is still extremely low. It's less than 1%. Indeed, many specialists are still contemplating how to adopt telehealth into their everyday practices. For sure, telehealth has been more widely adopted across psychiatric and psychological medical experts, but for medical experts of a physical-based nature, the questions are a little bit more complex to answer. In this series of videos, we'll be attempting to answer many of your frequently asked questions. How do you conduct a medico-legal assessment without laying on of hands? How do you get started? How do people book you? What are the rules around telehealth? Are there any best practice standards that we should be following? What technology is available? What about privacy, consents, security? All of these questions and more will be answered in this series around transitioning to telehealth. As much as possible, the data that's presented to you has been based on evidence-based medicine. We've drawn on clinical trials as much as possible to give you guidance as to what the data says about the efficacy of telehealth, particularly when used in physical-based specialties. We've drawn on resources from Australian colleges. We've drawn on the expertise of medical specialists who are well experienced in conducting telehealth consults. And we've drawn on personal expertise as well. Both myself and my business partner have been responsible for setting up telehealth networks across Australia, and over an 18-month period have seen the results of over 2,500 consults being conducted to regional, rural and remote locations across Australia. We'll be providing you with resources, and we'll also be providing you with the links wherever possible of where the data has come from so that you can do your own research to validate the responses you're hearing. I do hope this series of resources will be useful for you. If you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to get in contact with me, Sue Larsen, at meddirect.com.au. Thank you.